Hi all, welcome back to Bam Glam DIY. So on this edition, I want to teach you how to make floor cleaners. Floor cleaners, the store-bought grade though. I'm not teaching you DIY today. I'm teaching you how you can make a very beautiful floor cleaner that you can actually sell to different institutions and make your money. When I mean institutions, I mean schools, hospitals, laboratories, companies, churches, mosques, different places, religious places where they work, companies, oil companies. This is the grade you can sell to them. We're making this with isopropyl alcohol and it will be serving as a disinfectant in this floor cleaner. Majorly, when people are buying floor cleaner, they expect it to be smelling very beautiful, so it's supposed to have a high dose of fragrance in it, so they wouldn't want to buy a floor cleaner and also buy a freshener. That's what I mean. They expect that one they buy from you and use it and mop their floor, it should be smelling nice. This isopropyl alcohol will also help the floors to dry quicker, so it offers a quick drying effect or brings a quick drying property to it, to the surfaces. It also helps to dissolve grease, oil stains, and aid you to clean the floor as quickly as possible. It also helps to kill germs and bacteria. So you can be actually be making a floor cleaner, and then you remove isopropyl alcohol from your recipe. You should try as much as possible to incorporate it, or you incorporate something like sodium hypochlorite in your formula. So let's just get straight into the production. This caustic soda I measured here. Calm down, you will get the measurements. I know you want the measurement. Some of us, when you come to watch my videos, you just go straight to measurement and you don't even see the procedure and then listen to what I have to say about the video. I will drop the measurement just about 6 minutes time in this video. The measurement will be on the screen for you to always take. But what I measured here was caustic soda. I dissolved it with a little bit of water from the water I'm using for this production. In this production, I'll be making use of 9 liters of water. Like I said, calm down. All the measurements will be on the screen from the middle of this video. So dissolve your caustic soda, a little bit of it. I used about 200 ml or 250 ml of water to dissolve my 35 gram of caustic soda. Into it, I'll be adding my sulfonic acid. Sulfonic acid is also a grease cutter. It also helps to emulsify fat, oil stains that is on the wall, and it will also bring in its foaming properties into this production. So adding your sulfonic acid. Do you know why we are adding caustic soda into our sulfonic acid? Let me tell you, that's why you have me bam glam. We are adding it to be able to activate the sulfonic acid. Your sulfonic acid foams better or works better when it is actually activated. So you need something like a strong base, which is caustic soda, which is sodium hydroxide. Combine it with some amount of sulfonic acid for you to be able to activate it. Once you finish with it, you see that the pH will change. So instead of the sulfonic acid being at the pH, an acidic pH, the pH will come up. You might be getting something like around 8, 9, or 10 or thereabout, depending on the grade of sulfonic acid you buy in the market. So activate your sulfonic acid and set it aside the way I made it. Just push it one side. Now measure out your texapon. I'm using a 1 kg texapon. It will also bring in its properties as a surfactant into this production. It will bring in its cleaning effect, its foaming ability, its degreasing effect, its emulsifying effect. It will bring in all these properties into our floor cleaner because we actually need it. I mean, it is one of the cheapest surfactants you can get in the market for all those who are into cleaning production. And now you're going to get your salt. I'm using about 500 grams of salt. And for the salt, it is kitchen salt, please, sodium chloride. Before you start asking me what type of salt, please make use of kitchen salt, your sodium chloride. Combine it well. One of the reasons why we are bringing in salt into these recipes, it will help to break down the bonds in your texapon so that it can be able to dissolve faster inside water. Secondly, it also serves as a thickening agent in this particular formula. There are other types of thickening agents out there. There is Crotis, There are a whole lot of them. There is CMEA. There are a whole lot of them if you want to make use of them, but I'm just making use of salt. There is also powder thickeners like natural salt. I don't know if it will work in this recipe because of the presence of alcohol though, but I'm only making use of salt. So you see now you combine your surfactant together, which is the activated sulfonic acid with your texapon, combine it together and set it aside. Now you have your primary surfactant and your secondary surfactant well mixed and activated and set aside. Now to your 9 liters of water. It is from this 9 liters of water I measured in the 250 ml of water I use in dissolving my caustic soda. Into it, adding your sodium benzoate. Sodium benzoate will serve as a very good preservative in this production. Adding your EDTA. Please, if you don't have EDTA, replace it with STPP, sodium tripolyphosphate. And this is my isopropyl alcohol. You'll be going in with about 300 ml of isopropyl alcohol. Like I said, it will help it to your floor cleaner to dry quickly. So when they finish mopping the floor, instead of the floor looking a little bit wet or damp, it will dry quickly and everywhere will just be clean and neat and sparkling. So you need isopropyl alcohol whenever you're making floor cleaner. And then you need citric acid. Some studies shows that citric acid may serve as preservative in the production. I don't know for that. No much studies about it, but citric acid in this formula will help to elevate the pH. We want this to be in an acidic medium. If you want your sodium benzoate to be actively involved in your production, you want your sodium benzoate to act as a preservative in your production, it means that the production itself has to fall at a pH of around 4, 5, 6 and thereabout to 7. If the pH of the production is in the alkaline medium, sodium benzoate will not be active and it will not be useful in that production. So sodium benzoate actually works as a preservative if the pH is actually in its acidic medium. That is why you see it in hair shampoos, in body creams, in body showers, all those things that has to do with the skin, and their pH is a little bit around 5, 6 thereabout. So that is why sodium benzoate is the best preservative for you to make an acidic floor cleaner. And the citric acid will also help us to adjust our pH and bring it up. So you can see I use about 52 grams. So after making this production, you actually land at a very beautiful acidic medium range. So after mixing and combining your surfactant together, you can now start adding in, you can add in your fragrance. This is the best time to add your fragrance. For those people that make soap and they say that I added my fragrance and it turned watery and the rest of them, different fragrance can actually behave differently, even though you are buying it from the same vendor. The next time you may come, the vendor may actually change his or her supplier and give you another type of lemon fragrance, and immediately you add it, it may actually weaken your production or turn everything south, from west to south. So please, it is actually good you combine your fragrance into your texapon mixture before you get to the end of your production. So after mixing everything together, I allowed it for some minutes or for some time, for close to 30 minutes, so that I will make sure that all texapon has actually dissolved. Now let's get into the game. So if you need actually chloroxylenol as a disinfectant in this recipe, I don't have it, so I'm making use of my Dettol, my homemade Dettol. So I'm using about 100 ml of homemade Dettol. Altogether, the disinfectant we have added to this floor cleaner, we've added isopropyl alcohol, we've added citric acid, and then we added chloroxylenol in the form of Dettol antiseptic. Please, if you don't have Dettol antiseptic, if it is Savlon you can use. If it is Purit you have, any other type of antiseptic you have, make use of it, but make sure you combine an antiseptic in it. If you have the original chloroxylenol liquid, you can also combine it. It will act as a disinfectant in this recipe, especially if your target market is you are selling it to people like hospitals or laboratories that deals with a whole lot of specimen. You need to make sure you add in a very good amount of disinfectant in different forms, so that if they use it to clean their floor in their laboratory or their hospital, people will not have any contact any kind of infection or diseases from just specimens that are brought to the hospitals. So once you are done, mix everything and set aside. The production is perfect and ready, but you don't have coloring yet. So you can color any which way you want to color. You can choose your brand. I know some persons in my liquid soap group who actually deal on floor cleaners a lot. She makes a whole lot of floor cleaners in big batches. Everybody has their market, like I said. It may be working for you for dishwashing liquid, it may be working for you for multipurpose liquid. She herself, it works for her for just floor cleaners. That is what she sells, and people know her for that. So people recommend her to other hospitals and other clinics, institutions, companies call her for floor cleaners, and she makes a very good one, and she sells it in different colors. So what I'm trying to do now is to show you different ways you can actually represent your floor cleaner. You can represent it in any color and choose your fragrance. I made lemon, I made blue, I made pink, purple, green. You can choose any coloring of your choice. All these are water soluble colors. So I first of all dissolved each and every one of them with a little bit adequate quantity of water in those cups before I started mixing it to pour. Now for the texture, you can see the texture is a bit viscous and a bit fluidy. Is kind of in between. It is not fluidy, it is viscous, but not too viscous like your dishwashing liquid. Leave it that way. It's floor cleaner. And then for the fragrance, I'm using about up to 5 ml or 6 ml of fragrance per liter of this production. So what I mean is, for this total 10-liter production, you need a total quantity of about 50 ml of fragrance in it. So if you are making lemon color, you need about 50 ml of lemon for you to add into this production. This will make it to smell very strong and very high compared to your dishwashing liquid. I mean, if the person should buy this floor cleaner from you and then use it to clean his or her floor, their house should smell fresh and beautiful. The floor should dry as quickly as possible. That is why you have isopropyl alcohol. The floor should be well disinfected and sanitized. That is why you have your Dettol, your citric acid. The product should last for them. That is why you have your sodium benzoate in the formula. It should also foam. That is why we have our surfactant blend in it. And then the person should not buy floor cleaner from you and continue and also head on to go to market and buy Swiss air freshener. Your floor cleaner should give them what they need and boost their environment and their atmosphere to smell nice, so that people will actually recommend your product. When people are buying floor cleaner, they are very careful about it. They don't want to finish cleaning their floors and it will be smelling something bad, something awful. They want everywhere to smell nice. So work on your fragrance very well, and then you have a very beautiful market. On this my channel, you will learn a lot too. There are so many things. Just check the backlog of my videos. There are so many products I have taught on this channel for free that you can make and use it and earn a living and make money, put money inside your pocket. That is why I'm here for you. That is why Bam Glam DIY is here for you, to teach you things that are beautiful, stunning and perfect as this. Can you see how beautiful this is? Is it not entering your eyes? Wouldn't you try to make this? Wouldn't you try to incorporate this into the product you are making? Start from scratch, make it first, sample it, gather your market before you start talking about, can you sell it with NAFDAC? Can I sell it without NAFDAC? Get to some point in the market and then push in for your product registration. So I hope you all enjoyed this particular video, and by now you must have clicked the like button, you must have subscribed to my channel, you must have also shared this video. Thank you all.